Hello. Good, Jim. How are you?
Hi, Don.
Yes, you have. Can I call you back in about an hour? Okay, I'll call you back. All right, buddy. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Don.
Hi, Don.
Okay, I'm going to warn everybody right up front. Yesterday during the Zoom meeting that we were having, we were hijacked by a couple of clowns. Lots of inappropriateness, lots of racist crap. So I'm going to be very, very careful. If that happens on this, we're going to bail. And I want everybody to then go to the YouTube, go to the Facebook page, and I will have a different link for you because I can protect it from Facebook, but this one's forward facing on the website, so I don't know. So if it happens, I'm going to kill it, and we're going to go straight over to the Facebook page, and there'll be something there for you. So just hang on just for a moment when you get there. I'll be there shortly, okay?
Sounds good, Don.
Yeah, we're with you.
All right. Good. All right. Let's put this away. Get over here. And head to the Facebook page. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I guess it's a holiday weekend, right? For many of us. I work for myself. I don't know what holidays are, but I've heard people talk about them. Anybody have problems putting their picture in the folder? Okay, good. So everything's in there. Let's get over to there.
It was hard finding the folder.
Now, in what way?
In this new Facebook, there's not you can't easily find photos and albums.
You don't want to get me started about the new Facebook.
That's okay.
And usually I'm pretty good with change. I'm okay with change. I understand it. I've built websites for 30 years. The technology changes and you need to do certain things. But on Facebook, I do not understand why they made the changes.
Yeah.
I do understand, but that's a different thing. This isn't going to help them. So you go to, here's how you do it. You go to the page and you go to media.
Oh.
You click on media.
Oh, media. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You click on media, as I'm doing here.
Oh, and there's.
And absolutely nothing happens.
I see it though. There's albums. Yep, photos and albums.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Albums. Here we go to albums, and we go to review assignment 6, and here we are. All right. Very good. Very good.
Oh no.
All right. Does anybody want to share anything with the shoot? What did you learn? What was hard?
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, just want to make a comment about Terry. The albums and the media folder, they don't show up on the phone. So they only show up on desktop and laptops. So must be an FB thing. I don't know.
I don't know what you mean.
If you check the page, the link for the group on an iPhone,
Yeah.
there is no way for you to view the albums. The album link is not present on it. It doesn't show up.
Oh, well.
Feels for me on my iPhone.
Use a laptop, they do. I have not tried the iPad yet.
That's brilliant design by Facebook because, hey, who the hell uses their phone for Facebook anyway? Come on. Just a handful of people. Yeah, weird.
Yes, very weird.
Um,
And I can't make your little thing get bigger. It's just teeny today.
what is teeny today?
Your screen. I can't. How do I make it big? Usually I have no trouble with this.
I don't know.
There's a exit minimize. Oh, exit minimized. I'm going to try that. Oh, never mind. I'm fine.
All right.
I'll be
Well,
quiet now. I'll be quiet now.
no problem. So let's get going here. Is Lauren here? Lauren's not here yet, so we'll skip Lauren and we'll come back to Lauren. Mark Shaw. Mark is here. Hey, Mark, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Don. How about you?
Very good. So I love how Facebook is a vertical image, so they stick a little bit of it background on both. It's just so weird. Nicely done here. We've got let's look at your behind the scenes down there.
There you go.
Okay. So this is,
Translum.
okay. Little piece of translum there and a big soft box behind it. And white cards, I see the cameras coming in here. White cards strategically placed. Very good. Let's go back and look at the picture. Oh, yeah. A clean highlight here, clean highlights in here. You don't lose the edge anywhere, Mark. Pretty nice looking shot.
Thank you.
This doesn't have a glow on it here, does it? Is there a glow?
Well, I think that's the reflection of the softbox and the translum.
No. I mean, outside of the I see a glow. It looks like to me it's glowing, but my eyes are so screwed up that I can't get them fixed till October. So it's sharp there.
Yep.
Yeah, left eye. The left eye doesn't really show the glow. Right eye, everything is just beautiful, soft. Got that nice romantic look going. It's really awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, sir.
Thanks, Don.
Well done. Let's go back. Let's go to the next shot, which is Judy Hernandez. Hi, Judy. How are you?
I'm fine, Don. How are you today?
I am good.
This was hard.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's all hard.
Well, I've never photographed glass, so I tried everywhere, putting that softbox everywhere. And I end up backlighting it with a scrim and 2 black cards.
Okay. What is happening here?
I think that's something in the room. I just couldn't figure out what that was.
Okay, when you're shooting glassware, you've got 2 things that you're fighting. Number 1 is transparency.
Right.
Because the glass, you have the inside of the glass on the far side of the inside, and you have the outside of the glass on the close side to where you are. And if the glass is really thick, you got another set of reflections inside the other side of the sheet of glass, okay?
Right.
And then it's going to reflect everything around. So one of the things that you do is you totally control what the glass sees. In other words, the glass is seeing something in your room.
Right.
Hanging clothes, something is over there, and it's reflecting. So what you do is you put your set here, and then you put a black card here, and a black card here, or white cards, or whatever you want to do. Looks to me like you used something dark, which is the right thing to do here. You got these nice dark edges all the way around.
That was the black cards, the flags.
That is I don't know what that is, but that's something over there.
Oh, huh. Okay.
Yeah, and it's reflecting that back. So what you do is you control your entire environment. Sometimes you go so far as to put the camera here and control all the way to the camera.
Okay.
So it's physics that it's going to reflect it. So you just make sure that you are in control of what it reflects.
All right.
And remember that that guy, that angle there and that angle there, they're reflecting what is up there. Angle of incidence, angle of reflection. So it's not the card on the side of the thing here. If it's only a 4-foot tall card, it's only going to go about there and about there, and you're going to see it there. But up here, you're going to have to continue that card all the way across your set to control everywhere that it's going to reflect.
Okay.
Remember when you said it was hard?
Yeah,
Even harder.
I know. I know.
Yep. But that's what makes it fun, because when you conquer it, Judith, when you get that first one, you're going to go, oh, this is cool. And what is hard now will be second nature in a short amount of time. There'll be other hard things we're dealing with, you know.
Yeah.
Good for you.
All right.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Oh, yeah. That's what it's, look at that. See that leaning with this board here?
Yeah.
Go back. There it is right there.
Oh, okay.
See?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I see it now. I didn't see it before. Okay.
Yep. So you just
everything.
you need to control everything from this ground up. I would say if you wanted a simple way to do it, maybe put a white card from behind the scrim here. This is the whiteboard, okay? Behind it, starts back there, comes out here, goes up about there. Same thing on the other side. And then across the top, you just put another white one there.
Oh, okay.
Backlights.
So box it off.
Box it off. Yes.
Okay. Got it.
All right. Very good.
All right. Thank you.
You bet. Kit. Oh, this is nice. Kit, what is that, a guitar?
Yeah, it's a bass guitar.
Oh, very cool. Very pretty. Very pretty. Nice
Thanks.
edge work through here. Got the highlights here so we see the curves. And the texture through here. That's very cool.
Had to walk around the house to find something with some shape to it.
Okay, just that little part there, just hanging it there. Using the gold reflector as the background.
Yes.
Yep. Very well done, Kit.
Thanks.
I love little details of things like that. You're like letting us into the world that we haven't had a chance to see, you know, that we never stopped to look at it that way. Do you play bass guitar?
I did a few years ago. Haven't kept up with it though.
I just watched a YouTube video of the Wrecking Crew. It's a full-length documentary. They were the band that played the music to all the hits from the 60s and 70s. Everything from the Beach Boys to Beach Boys never played their instruments on an album. Did y'all know that?
No.
Not once. Not once. You hear there's studio musicians playing on the albums. The Beach Boys sing, but they don't play. They play live, but they don't play that. But anyway, beautifully done. One of the musicians is Carol Kay, a great bassist. One of the only women in rock and roll. Absolutely great. Nicely done.
Oh, thanks, Don.
Yeah. Very cool. Is RE here? Is that Ron? Okay, won't be able to watch it live. Okay. Nice. We got a nice big soft highlight there, which I love because it's that scrim look. The I guess it's some sort of tomato. Okay, tomato. And we got a little highlight over here, and then the getting to dark, and then gets a little bit light again. It goes dark. That really shows us roundness. That's a great way to show dimension on it. Very, very, very clean. RE, very clean. Well done. All right. Ooh, I should probably get rid of those annotations because they don't make any sense on this one. Okay, Josh.
Hey,
Hey, a little product shot here.
a little bit.
Okay.
That's actually my lens mug. That's not even a real lens. And getting those bags to not look terrible is very hard.
The bags?
Yeah, the coffee
Oh God,
bags.
yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I've seen people cut the bag out of the back and build models out of clay to put in there to hold the bag up without getting little crinkles and crap in it. You've done a very good job. I don't think you've cut the bag here.
no, I didn't. I did consider doing something like that, but I just didn't have time.
Sometimes, and even as a photographer, sometimes you have time and sometimes you don't. What it matters is how much are they paying you? I mean, if it's going to be a national ad, they're not going to balk at you. You're basically going to say it's going to take me, 4 hours to get the bags ready. Then we'll bring in this retoucher who'll do this and this and whatever. I don't care. It's like
Right.
pocket change to them. But if this is a shot you're doing for a local deli, right? They don't have the money for you to pay for model makers and all that kind of stuff. So you do the best you can. This is pretty darn good, Josh. Pretty
Well, thank you.
good. One little place to take out and will make it a lot better is that little guy right there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. We take that out, we'll have a much better shot. Your lens looks good. All the lighting on the lens looks really good. I like your little highlight on this side so we get to see. Notice how the chrome stays almost the same even brightness up here, right? But the dark is various amounts of darkness. This is chrome, this is not. So that little fill card doesn't do a whole lot for this side, does enough, but it reflects almost 100% because
Right.
it's chrome. Nicely done. What did you shoot this with?
60mm macro
Okay.
on my D800.
Do we have a
Yep.
behind the scenes? We do have a behind the scenes. All right.
There's
Nope.
actually a front light filling and then a flash shooting some light on the background too that I couldn't get in the picture.
Okay.
But
Okay. So our main light is the
the
side
side light,
and then the top light is a ambient fill.
yeah, just to like give the highlight on the top of the cup,
Okay. All right.
which helps separate it from the background a little bit.
Yeah. I want you to get rid of that.
Chop the line out.
Yeah. The reason is we don't see it anywhere else, right?
Oh yeah,
We don't see it anywhere else. It becomes a almost part of the prop, and yet it's not. It's in the background. It's focused enough that we see it. You take that out, and you will see a different picture. That little thing will change the picture so much. But this is
yeah, I can see
bad.
that.
If I was an art director for a magazine or something, I wouldn't hesitate to run that. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, not bad.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is hard to shoot bags like that. Really hard.
Yeah, it was.
Dot, colorful.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
So, Dot, what is happening in here? Oops.
I'll go behind the pictures next.
What is happening?
Please, for a change.
I love the colors that you're using. I want to go and see how you got the yellow because I don't honestly.
Actually, it was a blue, a yellow, and an orange, and I got them through food dye. It's just
Okay.
water food dye. I'd like to think they were cocktails, but they're just actually water.
Okay. Mirror reflecting light back. So the water in this glass is yellow.
Yes.
and it's the red is reversed, just like up here, it reverses out.
Yeah, just refraction of the glass.
Yeah, but this big brown thing in the middle, I don't understand what that is. I'm trying.
That is from, I had two round mirrors pointing back, and I think both of those are the edge of the mirror. And I didn't know whether that enhanced the 3D-ness of the glass, made it look rounder or made it look worse. So I have it with and without.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know that. That just doesn't look appealing to me. That whatever, it looks like pizza in there. And I can see I can see the, that's the mirror right there.
Yeah. I think they're the two shapes of the mirror, the two shapes of the mirrors, I think.
What's reflecting in your glass here is what's on your ceiling.
Oh, wow.
What's up above your blinds here?
It could be the light, I suppose. The light's a bit further back.
Interesting.
Or it could be this clip, maybe.
I don't think it's the clip. What I want you to do, I'd love to have you reshoot this to get it perfect. Okay. But box this in as best you can, especially above. And if you have to shoot live view, or if you have to get somebody to come over with you and move their hand around on your set until you see their hand here. When you see their hand wiggling around, you're going to go, okay, that's that thing behind them, or wherever it is. Because when you get this set up right, the way I know that you want to do it, you're going to get yellow right here. You're going to get orange over there. You have orange over here. It'll be very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Hi, Don.
Yeah.
I think that's the wood. If you look at behind the scenes, she has wood on the foreground. So you have the wood and then the plexiglass, the black plexiglass. So it creates that alternating light and dark image reflection.
Yeah, but it's not showing me any of the plexi here. And it should show plexi before it gets that. I don't know, Dot. Give it another shot. This is gonna be a great shot. When you're done with this, it's gonna be awesome. Okay?
I'll have another go. Thanks.
Yep. Make it happen. Absolutely. And forget the mirrors. Use whiteboards. Don't use mirrors.
Okay.
So, yeah. Use big whiteboards. Ilona, is Ilona here?
Yes. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Ilona. Where are you on my screen here? I don't see you anywhere. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Pull all the way. There we go. Is this Photoshop or different glass? Oh, I see. There's 5 glasses in a row.
Yes.
And are they different shaped glasses?
No, they are all exactly the same.
That's a very interesting optical
Illusion, yes.
Were you expecting that to happen?
Yes, I was actually trying to go for that. A little edgy, clean. Yeah, I kind of seen a few images of how it can look like. So I aligned 5 of them, and I didn't have a wine, so I ended up going with Madeira, but I think it kind of goes with the color that I was looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very muted.
Yes.
You got a little horizon line there to give it a something to rest on, so it's not floating. Very clean. Is this your behind the scenes? There we
Yes. So I shot too early in the day, so I didn't have enough of daylight. Kind of the sun wasn't strong enough, so I had to use a little light that I got in Home Depot to kind of enhance it a little more,
Mm-hmm.
get me what I needed. And then I put black card on the other side to get the darkness to kind of give it a little more of a shape.
That's great, because they do have a nice shape. That card is doing a great job over there, and it's coming back on the other side of the glass, the reflection, and giving a nice soft edge to that side as well. That's pretty slick.
Thank
That's
you.
pretty slick, Alona. What lens?
I did my 100 Tokina 100 mm macro.
That's a sweet shot. I'd love to see it. Now you've used a very dark wine,
Right. Well, yeah,
and I think it looks great. By the way, I wonder what would happen if there was something more red with some light coming through it. You know, maybe you never put light through a Cabernet or anything like that. You're using, what did you say you were using?
it was Madeira.
So
maybe,
that's very
yeah,
thick wine.
yeah, maybe rosé would be nice to give a
Maybe.
little color.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, I want to make very clear, I really like this. I'm not saying red would be better. I was just wondering about it.
Yeah, I was
really
thinking the same because all the pictures I have seen were always red. And then when I thought about having the muted palette, kind of going with the cork, going more in a brownish area, I started liking this too. But yeah, I was wondering the same how it would look like with the red color in it.
I love your color palette here on the picture. I love the color palette. It's muted. It's a very warm brown tones to it. So it's a very successful shot for sure.
Thank you.
Really nice. Oh, and I forgot to ask you what lens.
Yeah, it was the Tokina 100 mm macro.
Okay. And you're right at the center of the glass with your camera, right?
Actually, I think these were 3 shots that I stuck, 3 or 4. I did stocking in Photoshop manually, and then I did adjustment in edits. So they kind of stock themselves, but I went back and kind of corrected whichever picture I wanted where. So because I had to kind of put the sharpness zoom on different parts, otherwise it would have not been as sharp, the edges of the other glasses. It kind of came out muted. And also the cork, I had to go separate for the cork as well.
Okay, but your point of view is coming on straight to the cameras, right?
Oh yes, I'm sorry, yes.
Coming straight to here.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. So we're looking down just a little bit on the tops, and we're looking up just a little bit on that rim there, and that really shows dimension and shape.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because at first I was trying to align all the tops exactly, but then I kind of ended up liking this one the most because there was some closure to it. That each glass had its own shape. So I preferred having a little stack up on top as well.
I think it looks great. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Solid job. You thought it through, and I like that very much. Really like that. When you think it through, you just, you internalize the learning, so to speak. Is Ron Mayhew here?
I am here.
iPad. Yes, sir, Ron. Some real pretty color. Very nice shape to everything. Dimension is easy peasy. Just that spray light helps give us dimension. All of this looks very good, Ron.
Thank you. It was photo stacked, I think 6 or 7 shots.
Okay, yeah. So it's all stacked up and focused, super clean. That is also an intriguing part of the photograph. And that's one of the tricks photo stacking does is we aren't used to seeing photo stacking. It's still new to us, and it's not terribly easy to spot unless it's so stacked that you're looking at it and you go, there's no way you could shoot that without losing focus and stuff. But it does give this really nice hyper reality to it, because focus stacking sees the world differently than our brain sees the world. You know, we have
Right.
depth of field in our eyes, right? Yeah, that's nice, Ron.
Thank you. Thank
Who
you.
and you did the composition all yourself and built it up, or are you copying something
Yeah.
you saw?
Yeah. I a couple of trips to the grocery, I happened to find those carrots with the tops on. So
Yeah.
that was kind of the beginning of it. Then I had to work around it. And then I found those little potatoes and the colors were so similar. I said, well, that's it. I've got to work with that.
Yeah. And then this thing, the
I
color.
did. Yeah. I just had it in my stash of props. So
Yeah. Same as the colors in the potatoes. That's really well done. I love
thank you.
the front of the table there, and letting the carrot flop over the I don't know what that is, parsley or something.
Well, that's the top of the carrot. That's the, I've got the carrot tops wrapped around.
Yeah, really nice. Just drooping
Thank
over the top. Good job, Lens.
Thank you.
Lens.
Well, it was a zoom, but I think it was at 80 millimeter.
Okay.
F4.5, 80
F-
millimeter,
F4,
ISO 100.
F4.5. You did it F4.5. So how many focus stacks did you do?
I think it was 7. It was either 6 or 7.
Okay.
So yeah, I just started with the front right edge and just kept moving back. Manual focus, you know, I just would pick a spot and kept moving back.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it. Your sets, you guys are making sets that look like real sets. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's Bob, how are
Yes,
you?
sir. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we got a nice highlight on the top here
Mhm.
that give us depth to the toys. Your camera angle is fun because you're right down in the blocks.
Right.
I like that.
Those blocks were made from 4x4s when my neighbor's fence fell down, so they're big.
So you're right down in the thick of things here.
Yep.
The light on this wheel tells me that it's not there for, any other reason than to give this nice edge to this here. Look at the way the lights fall, bouncing off the top of this half circle and lighting up the cube thing there. Isn't that neat? Love that. You could tune this up a little bit in, are you Lightroom or Photoshop, Bob?
Photoshop elements. I lightened up almost every surface except the left-hand side of the top cube.
Okay.
and I left the highlights. Those were just there.
How did you lighten it?
Big scrim up above and one little reflector to get the right-hand side of that curve.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Definitely getting light from above and back, right? It's back a little bit.
Yeah, there was a softbox above the scrim and it was a little bit behind them.
Okay, good, because that's why this is getting this nice patina here. The back of this block is getting light and reflecting the light that is hitting it from the top light back to this cube thing here.
Right.
And that light is giving us dimension. So we've got dimension not only from the squares, very nicely shown, we also get an idea of the spatial elements between them. So you could boost that brightness there just a little bit, and still be, and still have the shot you have, just add a little nuance to it. Really looks good. What lens?
It was my kit lens, 16 to 50. I think it was opening up pretty wide.
Okay. We didn't get a We're not getting a lot of distortion. Oh, this is nice. This is nice, 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 nice. All right, big double scrim at the top.
And my little silver reflector, which I'm beginning to really like.
This little guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
Oops. Who's this? Oh, Carla. Carla, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, this is cool, Carla.
Thanks. I
Let me
wasn't
ask-
sure.
Let me ask you about the steam first.
Okay. What do you want to know about
Is
it?
that real steam or is that Photoshop steam?
No, it is real.
Real steam. All right. Because you had to backlight it to get it to pop up like that. We can see the backlight coming in here and getting all the edges there. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I did it last night, but then I didn't get the steam right, so I did it again this morning.
Well, whenever I look at photographs, I'm always intrigued by the very little small things that happen in a photograph. The big things are we all see, but I love this handle is just beautiful. The little finger pads there, and the second highlight that comes down in it, it's just really, really beautiful. Cookie looks really good too. Really good.
Thanks.
Yep.
So you think it does have the dimension and the shape, because
Oh, yeah.
that's what I wondered the whole time.
Yep, you put your highlight down the side. It goes to dark. We pick up another highlight here, so there's no doubt for us that this is round.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is really beautifully done. This little kicker to the back there. That we know. It goes dark here, and just as it goes around the back, it reflects something else. We don't think it, what's the word, consciously. When we're looking at it, we're not going, well, there seems to be something beyond the teapot to reflect. We just know that there is, because we have been looking at light since we were 5 days old. We know more about light than we think we do, because we know what light does. We just don't, what's the word? We don't categorize it. We don't systematize it until we become photographers or painters. Then we start to make a systematic approach to it. But we know when something's flat and something's not right. I love the little highlights and up here. You did a great job with this. Is there a behind the scenes?
Yes. Probably the next one.
There we go. All right. All right. Isn't it amazing what you can do with 2 box lights?
Yeah.
Just make so many wonderful photographs.
I actually like to work with strip ones, because I think I get a lot closer to the subject than actually if I do with the bigger boxes.
Mm-hmm. But before you spend a whole lot of money on strip boxes, know that you can do this. Okay. Let's say you have a soft box like this.
Okay.
Now you can go and buy a strip box that does something like this, right? And that's nice. Nice strip box. You can get a piece of black cardboard and make a strip box that does this.
Yeah.
Stick it right on the front of that soft box. Or like this. Or like that. You can do anything with cards that go right in front of your soft boxes and turn one softbox into 9 strip lights. Nothing wrong with putting, I love tiny strip lights, 3-inch strip lights. They're just really hard to find, like impossible. No one makes them. So I would cut black boards and we'd get that little 3-inch strip right down the center of a strip light. And if you wanted to add a little poppy highlight down the side of something chrome or something shiny, there's nothing better than that. Nothing better than that. You could use a whiteboard, yes, but a whiteboard doesn't give you the same pop that the light does. The pop from the light being a source is different than being reflected from a strip. So that's a great way to add to your arsenal, folks. Inexpensive,
Okay. I
inexpensive,
will,
and a really fun way to add to your arsenal.
I will do that.
Yeah, very fun. What camera and lens, by the way?
24-105 at 90 mil, I think.
One of my favorite lenses for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Andrew.
Thanks.
Hello. Hope you're well.
Yeah, marbles.
Yes. Well, I tried it with the wooden box first, and it looked a bit boring, and so I put the marbles in it, and then I almost regretted it because because the marbles reflect everything,
Yes, they do.
and
These look like they're metal marbles. Are they metal or are they glass?
they are actually glass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we can look at your marble here and go, well, we got a soft box here.
Yeah.
Like soft box got a hole in it right there.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's not a hole, but I couldn't find it, but it's on every single one. I photoshopped some of them out.
So let me ask you this. Is it inside your soft box?
No, because I had a scrim in front of it. That's actually...
Oh. No, there's no scrim in front of that one.
No, that is a piece of white card. But even so, I looked at it and I couldn't find anything on it. And so maybe it fell off. But I'd set the whole thing up for the
Maybe
box,
it
and then
crawled off, Andrew.
Sorry?
Maybe it crawled off. Or slithered off or whatever it did. Yeah, you blow it really big and it's this giant black scorpion, and then you're never going in the studio again, right? I'm on location now. That's very, very pretty. That's very factual that this happens. And the point is, you'll rarely find pictures of marbles where it doesn't happen, because the only way to get rid of it reflecting your softbox or your bounce card is to totally tint it. When you totally tint it, what happens? You lose roundness. It's might be a little flat. We don't know what the shape of it is. This, by having the reflections come out like this, we know they're round. We just know they're round. We're seeing the roundness in the reflections themselves. So that's very cool. Yeah, don't worry about reflections that are impossible to get rid of.
No, I just I had already set it up twice, and then I saw it with the marbles. I thought, I'm not setting it up a third time. It's not perfect, but I learned a lot from it. If you understand what I mean.
If you wanted to take,
I'm not happy with it, but next time I would do it slightly differently.
Yep, and you could spray them with a light mist of hairspray, and that'll take a lot of the glossiness off. That's one way to do it. They'll still look like marbles. You'll still have soft, but you won't necessarily see that hard edge that we're seeing there. It'll frost it just a little bit. You can do the same thing with water-based, what's it called? It's not
Dulling spray.
Dulling spray. Thank you, Lauren. Dulling spray. You can do it with water-based dulling spray. Don't use the lacquer-based dulling spray because that's also known as permanent. So water-based is much easier to take off the antique marbles.
Yeah.
Very good. Very nice. Okay. Got a big scrim above. There's the card. Two soft boxes behind it.
I bought these cheap soft boxes to put my LED panels.
Okay.
On top of it, sort of changes the light, and I only finished that on the Friday evening, and so I've not really had a lot of time to do that. And this black thing hanging down there, that's actually a silver, a sort of round silver thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, a round silver reflector.
Well done, sir. lens was a Micro Four Thirds. So it looks to me like you're somewhere in the normal range.
I had my 14 to 140 on it, and it was set at 30 millimeters. So
30?
yeah,
Roughly 55 on a.
I think it's 60 on a full frame.
Is it 60? Okay, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Anything from 45 to 60 is considered normal on a full frame.
Yeah.
That's what we call the normal lens, even though my brain says it's the 35. I think I see more like a 35 than I do a 50.
Yeah.
I'm just worried for the day when I only see 135. Then I'm really in trouble. Audie, very nice.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. And yourself?
Doing fine. Can't wait to get my eye fixed because I'm really getting tired of this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had my eyes fixed last year, and I tell you, it's really great.
I had
to
the
be able to see.
cataract surgery 3 years ago, and now scar tissue has grown over
Oh no.
the hole. So it's a very easy operation. They said 2 minutes, no anesthesia. You can drive yourself home, the whole bit. They just laser them out, and then they said that should be it.
Good.
But the guy looked, he said, yeah, you couldn't possibly grow any more scar tissue than what you've done in your right eye. Because when I close my eye, I can't read a thing. And then my left eye is pretty sharp. So I live in this really beautiful sort of, Zeiss soft focus lens kind of world. This is nice, Audie. Is this a
Thank you.
Why? It is a black elephant.
Yes, it is a black elephant. I shot it on a black background. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. You had Phil McCordle's a couple of his videos in your background piece for this, and he kind of inspired me to go ahead and try it.
Yeah, it's really fun to shoot black on black and white on white. It's because it's such a challenge. In art school, they always have the photographer shoot the egg, the proverbial shoot the egg on white, and then shoot something, I can't remember what it is, black on black. You did a really nice job with it. You got a lot of ambient reflectivity. So we'll go over and take a look at your set here in a second. But you got the nice bright highlights on it. Really looks nice, Audie.
Well, thank you.
Is it black paint or is it like a?
It's black. It's black paint. They did a real good job at at a distance. It looks like it's actually ebony, but it's a black lacquer.
Very nice. Yeah, there we go. We got white cards all around that bad boy.
Yep.
Really clean.
Thank you.
Really clean. A client that would have this shot would want to see it like this. You could go, you could eliminate 3 cards and just go with highlights, but that's not going to show the elephant.
Right.
That's going to show cool highlights and stuff. It's not going to show the artifact itself. This is really, really nice. One of the nice jobs to get as a photographer is to get a gig where you go to the Natural History Museum of your town or your local historical society and shoot the artifact.
That's well. I actually, just to let you know, I do have a friend. I used to work with her when I was employed, and she's an artist, and she's asked me to photograph some of her work. She does sculpture, montage stuff, a variety of things. So
yep. Yeah, and it's nice to work with the artist. It's going to be great. You're going to work with her, and she's going to push you a little bit. Because she knows what she wants that art to come out looking like. It'll be tricky, Audie, and you'll learn so much. You'll you'll feel that you should pay her. Don't do that. I'm just saying that's how you'll feel.
well, actually, we're actually kind of paying each other because we've been friends for a long time, and I look at this as a good opportunity for both of us.
Yeah, it really is. The best learning experience I ever had when I shot architecture was to actually do 15 buildings, 15 very big, what do you call them, residential homes with the architect.
Oh, nice.
He was the client, and he really knew what he wanted to show. And some of it was easy, and some of it was very tricky. But man, I learned so much.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah, man, it was great. Nicely done, Audie.
Well, thank you very much.
Good job. Darn good job, sir. Terry.
Hey, Don.
Hi, Terry McD. What is up?
I'm in Montana on vacation.
Oh, I just saw pictures of. So we're thinking about moving to Bozeman, and now the goddamn place burns down? What the hell's up with that?
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, you mean from forest fires?
Yeah, Bozeman is like, they had shots of Bozeman. It's like, the fire's like right on top of them.
Oh, no. Yeah. It happens when you have too much drought and hot. And...
Way droughty. When I was up there, I was shocked at how dry it was.
Yep. And California, I'm got my fingers crossed for Oregon. So, yep, I got my computer back Monday, and I quick loaded programs on, packed my car up Tuesday, and drove all day Wednesday.
Where in Montana are you?
I'm just in Kalispell, just north of Flathead Lake by Glacier Park.
Woo! Kalispell is one of the top 5 places in the country to live.
Oh, great. No, don't tell anybody that. And yesterday we spent the day on the lake. So I did this Thursday late afternoon.
On Flathead Lake?
Yep.
For those of you who don't know how Flathead Lake is, when you look on the map, it's way up northern Montana, and it's way bigger than you think it is looking at the map.
Yes.
It's
like 45 miles long.
Unbelievably huge lake. And when I went by there, I don't think I saw a single boat on that lake.
Yeah, that can happen.
Terry, you know Phoenix, right?
Pardon?
You know Phoenix.
Yep.
Yeah. You know Saguaro Lake.
Yeah.
Saguaro Lake's like a spoonful of water out there, and there's like 6,000 boats on it at any given time.
Well, sometimes this lake gets pretty bad. And yesterday it was smooth like glass. It was just wonderful. So.
Wonderful. Smoke not too bad?
No, not, it's just kind of hazy, but actually not bad at all.
All right. So where did you find this? This is really a nice carving, obviously.
Yes, my sister that I'm visiting, they have a pawn shop, and their house is filled full of collectibles and antiques. And we were upstairs, and it was kind of dark. And I said, oh no, I have to make a picture. And I wanted to do the horse. So this was an exercise in creating light where there wasn't any.
Ah.
Because those windows back there are all the way across the living room. So we're upstairs in a loft. So, and Kathy was a great assistant. What do you call it? A VAL, a VAL, voice activated lighting.
Voice activated light stand, yeah.
Because she would hold, reflectors, and we had to use a little cell phone lighting for extra lighting. And there she's holding it.
Oh yeah, I saw some food shots the other day painted with light from a cell phone.
Oh, wild.
I'm like, it was shot on a cell phone and painted with light on the other from another cell phone.
Oh, wow.
Really nice.
Yeah, so I had a sunbeam coming in from the left, and I was using a white notepad to direct the light on the side of the horse. And then we had the parasol. There was a too bright light along his head and his chest, so we used the parasol to block that. And
wow, you did a great job for this kind of, to light it like this and look at it like this. You did a great job. How many exposures?
I wrote them in the thing, f4 at 44 millimeters and a 40th of a second, and it's handheld, and I am horrible at hand holding, so it actually did pretty good.
Okay.
And I forgot, we were having so much fun getting the lighting that I forgot about the little other things, and I shoved them off to the side, but they cluttered up the corner, so sorry.
It's fine. It looks like a set shot, so you're good.
Yeah, it was a big wooden horse, and it was an experiment in if you can't move the horse to your studio and to your table, how can you shoot it? And I should have paid better attention to the corner stuff, but
yeah. For those of you wondering how to do painting with light on an iPhone, you have to do it in layers, because the iPhone doesn't have a as far as I know, unless someone's going to tell me different. It doesn't have a shutter lock. You can't just open it up and leave it open and paint. So what I like to do is just to take 10 or 12 pictures with the light in position, show the iPhone being on a tripod, obviously.
Yeah.
And I set the timer, so it's like just goes off, and then you got 10 seconds and it goes off again. And I'll move the light around, and then I use what's it called? Aurora HDR.
Oh.
Yeah, puts it right together. Sweet. Way easier than sitting there blending layers. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And my computer has a much larger hard drive, so I can try learning Photoshop and Lightroom now.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get your computer?
It took about a week.
Oh.
I took it to the Geek Squad at Best Buy.
Oh, they fixed it.
Yeah.
I ordered a new Mac, and it's not supposed to be here for another 2 weeks.
Oh no.
It's been 3 weeks since I ordered it.
Oh no. Yeah. These guys, and they just opened up from COVID so they could work on things. So they were just slammed, and they actually did pretty good as far as time. But they couldn't clone my hard drive, so it's a completely brand new one. So, I want to print something. Oh, you have to download it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a PC.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, thank you very much, Don.
Yeah, very nice, Terry. Enjoy Montana. Go over to Buffalo, Wyoming.
What's that?
Go to Buffalo, Wyoming and send a report.
Oh, okay. I've been there, but maybe not this trip. I might try to go down through Yellowstone and Tetons, though.
Ah, beautiful.
If the tourists are all gone.
Well, there were tourists when I was there, but there were no buses.
Oh, good.
Nobody, because, hordes and hordes of people from other countries come over and get on the buses. And then when you go anywhere, the buses stop and, 120 people.
Yeah.
Go out and start taking selfies of themselves. It's very bizarre. It's like being in a cartoon.
Yeah. Well, I usually come up on Labor Day because the tourists mostly go away. And so then we have quieter Montana. So
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Lael, are you out there, sir?
I am.
There you are. Peaches.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Nice shape and dimension. Nice. You got the highlight and the shadow, and then the reflection from the little plate up into here. Man, there's no doubt that those are round. Nice composition, by the way.
Thank you.
Nice composition. That works very well. Looks like a big soft light to the left. Am I correct?
Actually, it was, I did it with my strobe with a 10-degree grid on it.
Oh, okay.
Light.
Okay. Are there white cards around it?
There is a white card on the right.
Okay, so it's getting some of that grid and popping it back here.
Right.
Yeah. Very clean. Very nice.
Thank you.
Nice looking peaches too. I'm trying to find flaws in the peaches, and I don't really find maybe one there.
Well, that's probably because I fixed those.
There you go. Yeah. Yep. We always get the stink eye at the grocery store when you're standing there looking at the nectarines. Like, I don't know about this one.
Well, I was walking
nuts.
Yeah, I was walking through and saw those, and I thought, man, those are beautiful. And so I bought 5 of them. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of peaches, and those things are hard as rocks, but they sure are pretty.
Yep, they are indeed. That's very nice. And lens, sir?
100. Yep, 100 macro.
And it's not focus stacked, it's single shot?
No, it is a little focus stacked. Usually, I think it's probably 4, maybe 5 shots.
Okay. And how do you put them together in
Photoshop
or Photoshop?
Photoshop.
Photoshop. Okay. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Don. So, red. I have a problem with red. It seems like when I shoot some red things, it just dominates and looks really, really oversaturated. Not here, but I had trying to do this. I did another shot with some sliced tomatoes and some other stuff, and this tomato just was so red it just dominant, and it's happened before with some red flowers and stuff, and I don't know how to
Is it
fix
that
it.
red on the back of your camera, or is it that red when you put it in Photoshop?
It's that red when I put it in Photoshop, and when it looks pretty red in the back of the camera too, but
What color space are you shooting on your camera?
I think I'm shooting RGB.
sRGB?
Correct, I believe.
Okay, I shoot Adobe
Okay.
because it gives me more in the red hues, gives me more,
Right.
so I can be a little more controlling of it. The web
Okay.
is sRGB. Most color printers are sRGB, but I do all of my work in Adobe RGB, and then I convert to sRGB for the web through the Photoshop Save for Web.
Okay.
The reason is I can do more with the color in Adobe RGB than I can with it in sRGB. Now
Okay.
there's, huge giant arguments everywhere about that, but I prefer to work with the most color I have and convert down rather than to be stuck with it. So when you change your camera to Adobe RGB, pictures are going to look duller.
Okay.
You're gonna go, oh, vibrance isn't there. It's there. You're gonna pull it out when you get it into Lightroom. With sRGB, it's a little poppier. Now on your computer, what's your color space? sRGB as well?
Probably. It may be Adobe. I don't know. I'd have to go look.
Yeah, if you're shooting in sRGB and you're pulling it up in Adobe, that's going to be a problem.
Okay.
But you're probably not getting that dialogue that your image is in a different color space, right?
Right.
You're in Lightroom or just going into Photoshop?
I go into Lightroom and then Photoshop.
Lightroom turns everything to Pro Color. Pro Color is the Lightroom space because it's actually bigger than Adobe. But since Lightroom talks to Photoshop, when you send it to Photoshop, it'll actually convert it to whatever your Photoshop is. So you can do all your work in Lightroom at the widest color gamut that we know of, which is Pro Photo. Then when you upload it over to Photoshop, it goes into Adobe RGB, which looks pretty much like what you did over there because the color spaces are simple or similar.
Right.
When you change it to sRGB, it's going to look different.
Okay.
So that is another reason why I use the Adobe Photoshop Save for Web, because it gives me the best looking sRGB close to what my image looks like that I can get.
Okay. Okie dokie. I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
Oh, welcome to hell.
Can I make a comment on that? I had a laptop that had Adobe RGB for the monitor, and I could change it from Adobe to sRGB, but other monitors I've had only had sRGB, and now I have a HP big monitor that has an extreme wide Adobe RGB, which is really nice. I have to pay attention to which one I'm in.
Just remember that the web will not show you Adobe RGB.
No, it won't.
It will only show sRGB. So if you have a JPEG that's an Adobe RGB, it's going to look worse on the web than if you changed it to sRGB yourself.
Yep. But when I was doing printing of big things, I really liked using the Adobe RGB and then converting it down afterwards. So.
Because you got 15 ways to convert it. If you're already in sRGB, that's it.
Yep. Yeah. But people should be aware that not all monitors can do Adobe RGB.
That's true.
Cool. Bye.
That's true. Very good. I was going to say, Lael, the problem you're having with red is that it's coming out blue. I think that's probably the biggest thing. I don't know if that's a color space issue, Lael.
Yeah, no, I just had two different backdrops. Tried them both.
Yep.
All right, question for Lael.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what is your picture control?
What's my what?
Picture control? Are you using standard, neutral, portrait? You're shooting Nikon, right?
Right.
So are you using standard picture control?
Probably. I don't
All
know.
right,
I'd have
you
to
might
look. I don't.
want to try neutral or
Okay.
even portrait. Right?
Okie doke.
Yeah, you'll get more red if you're in overcast, you'll
Okay.
get more red. So I would, if on the Nikon, I would either have it on standard or portrait.
Okie dokie. I think it's on standard, but I will double check.
And remember, you're shooting raw, correct?
Correct.
So you just put it in Lightroom and go through the little drop down and see what one looks
Right.
like, because it doesn't matter what you shot it at. All of that stuff is just for your preview.
Right.
So very
Okay.
cool. Good job.
Okie doke. Thanks.
Yep. Jerry,
Hi, Don.
how are you?
Pretty good.
Really pretty color palette here, Jerry. That yellow just pops off. And even though it's over on the side, you balanced it with the larger lamp on the right side. Like that.
I spent a lot of time at that one. I actually have a different version in the comments there, where I was again playing around with the Kelvin numbers, etc. And I didn't know which one I preferred, but a little bit warmer, that one.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking this one. I'm kind of liking a bit of the warmth here.
So I was trying to figure that out.
Gary, something happened to your mic, man.
Sorry, I was saying that I was trying to have the lamp on, so I was trying to pick up the.
No, your mic is toast. You're sounding like you're underwater. Just before your mic went out, we heard a big noise. So it sounds like maybe it was halfway pulled out or something.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. You have successfully repaired the audio portion of our show. Now, what were you?
Yeah, I had the lamp turned on, so I was trying to pick up that warm color from the lamp.
I think you did. I think it's the warmth that I like against the blue, because when we go to the other one, we've got so much blue, right? It's like there's no contrast to it. So this is by no means a boring photograph, but I just don't think it has the punch that one has because of the warmth in the table, up in here. Then we've got this brilliant blue, all the blues here, and a very slightly blue-gray background, where here we got a lot of blue. Now, let me be sure to tell you, both of these shots are contenders, both of them. Because you're going to show this to somebody else and you're going to go, oh, I love the blue one. That's just the way it works. So I think you did a great job on both of them, sir. Both of them.
Thank you.
What did I do here? There we go. That was weird. I think that the natural feel of this is what I like the best. 80 millimeter, okay. 80 millimeter macro. Are you shooting medium format, Jerry, or?
No, it's a Fuji.
Oh, okay.
It's crop sensor.
Got it. So 80 millimeters, like about 135 then, right?
I think it's 1.5, so it's 120.
120. Very nice, sir. Good job. There we go. There we go. Yeah, good set. I can tell so much about how you think about a photograph by how you put your set together. This is great right here. Keeping the light off the bottom part of it so we don't get a feeling of where the light's coming from. We know where it's coming from, but we're not seeing it. And that's what was happening, right? This thing was just spraying light across from this left side. Go back. See that? It's nice.
Yeah, it
and
was really
controlled.
bright there before. Yeah.
Yep. Nice and controlled. Very good. Very,
Thank
very
you.
good. Very good. Joe.
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
I failed this week. This is a quick shot I made this morning after about 4.5 hours of trying to do some ceramic cookware and trying to get a composition I liked.
What the heck is this?
It's called the Laryngeal mask Airway.
Oh, I
You
knew that.
Put
I mean,
people to sleep, and you put that in the back of their throat above their voice box and breathe for them.
Ah, okay. Hope I never need one of those. That's a medical instrument shot.
Yeah, I mean, I just quickly put it together this morning. I've shot it before for my website with different backgrounds. So
Yeah.
I just thought I would do red because you never see medical stuff on red. It's always blue or white.
Red has a certain connotation, Joe.
Yeah, I know. I just said it was such a goofed off, just such a goofy week. I just did something quick.
Well, it's not bad. The instrument is lit well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not crazy about the red background from instruments.
Yeah.
But I bet this looks great on white. I bet it looked fantastic on white.
Yeah, it would.
And what are you shooting with it? What is the shot? Okay, so we've got a big silk over the top.
So, yep, there's a softbox on top. And
bounce cards all around in the what lens?
Mm-hmm. It was about 70, 80 millimeters.
Okay. And not focus stacked?
No.
Okay.
F16. Focused on the versus iGel. That's the brand name for that kind.
Very
So that
nice.
sort of curves away a little bit toward the bottom.
There we go, right there.
So it wasn't the shot I planned for the week.
Well, looks good. Looks good. Not bad. Daniel Franks.
Hey Don, happy Saturday.
Daniel, how are you?
Okay, how you doing?
Good. Is this what I think it is? Is this that Dyson air conditioner or the fan
Yeah, it's a tabletop fan. Yeah.
with no rotors?
The rotors are in the base where all those little holes are, and then it just forces air up through the big ring on top. So it's
But
really
Dyson-
safe for kids and pets and stuff.
The Dyson guy's really thinking outside the box, isn't he?
Yeah.
We have one of his vacuum cleaners, and that's just really amazing.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Light, we got a behind the scenes.
Yes.
Okay. So a snoot coming in here, giving us this with a little bit of a hard shadow, which I think was great. It's a great idea. Add a little bit of sharpness to it because it's all brushed aluminum feeling.
Yes. Yeah.
Fill card. Where's your other light? Oh, here we go.
There's a
spray light.
below, and then to the right there's the 8200 as well.
Oh, okay, right here. And
There it
it's another hard light. So 2 hard lights on the unit with fill cards.
Yeah.
And one light against the background for your spray light.
Yes.
Very modern looking. You're in San Diego, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you shooting for any of the tech businesses there?
No. Still doing these classes and working up to it.
Are you gainfully employed or?
I'm doing tech writing,
Okay.
doing some contract work right now, but looking for something more permanent.
Mira Mesa has so many companies up there. I think it's Mira Mesa, right? Outside La Jolla up in there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're talking about square miles, 20, 30 square miles of industrial park. That's where you go, man. With stuff like this, that's where you go.
Okay.
I'd go up there with leave behinds, stack of leave behinds, park the car in the industrial park and walk. Every one of them. Drop it off. I do product sheets. I do product, etc. You know, you're going to walk right in and go, yeah, this isn't right. Turn around and walk out. But that's you put time into it, you'll get something out of it, because this stuff is being shot up there all the time.
Okay.
Back in film days, they had 4 labs up there. I don't know if you know that.
No.
They had 4 labs up there with all the photography going on. Yeah. Yep. That's great, man. That's a really nice shot.
Thank you.
Of a difficult item. And your lens was a 24-70, right?
At 36 millimeter, yeah.
All right. Good. I think 35 would have been a little better.
Cool. Thanks.
Remember, you're talking about the guy who had the 20 millimeter Nikon and the 21 millimeter Nikon for those times when I didn't want to take, 3 steps back. So really nice. All right, Arnold.
Hi, Don. Yeah, I started with that vertical shot in the comment, and I was going for monochromatic image, meaning I had a white background and a black background. And when I did that, it was too clinical. It was just dead.
Okay.
So I said, well, what can I use to offset, make this more pop?
Colors are good.
So yeah, and then I thought, well, maybe a red background would work. And actually, I was going to submit the vertical version first because that's what I did first.
Okay. Well, I'm glad
And
you
then,
did. I'm glad you
right,
did. This is much better.
right, because that's what I saw when I was shooting my behind the scene. I was like, wait a minute, that works so much better. So
Yeah.
that's what I did.
Yep. Very nice. We have a behind the scenes shot.
Yeah, I do.
You do.
Right
All
there.
right. Scrim, flash head with honeycomb grid.
Yeah, I started this with just the soup light. Yeah, that's the start of it. And then everything just added up because I was shooting at f/29. So I just started adding lights because it was, I had to establish the key first.
Well, these little highlights like that, going dark, down here, this, the edge lighting on the units, plus that beautiful black light that just, light that goes across that black stuff. So pretty coming and melting out here. Just, we don't see it anymore, but then we pick up all the knobs.
All right.
Yeah, and the knobs are all obviously round, very nicely done. It's a very interesting photograph. Very interesting photograph.
Do you think it works as for the dimensioning shapes? Because I did not have anything old, rustic stuff. I said,
all right.
what else do I have old? I mean, just the electronics is what I have old.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think it works just fine. I think it works just fine.
And there was a comment about the light, I mean, the bright white on the right side. So I lightened that up. The earpods, the case, on top of the amplifier.
Okay. I see you left a CD out here.
Yes, because I had to put the earpods in.
Okay. Well, one of the other things I like about the shot, Arnold, is that we're able to read these in here. That means there's enough ambient light to come back around and wrap around it. So yeah, this works very, very nicely. And you did it with 105 millimeter macro, f/29. Okay.
Yeah, f/29.
So one shot.
Yep.
Clean. Yeah, I'm glad the vertical doesn't work for me at all.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Cropping through those CDs just doesn't.
All right.
It looks wrong. Maybe it looks wrong because I saw this one first, but it just.
Right. So you think that's too tight then, right? Like too busy, the vertical shot?
Vertical? This?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not too busy. It's boring. It looks like a snapshot. This doesn't look like a snapshot. This looks like a product shot.
Right.
Something I would see in a catalog or something. Where this one, nothing stands out as why you took the picture. Okay, so to me, on something like that, this is too far over there to be the subject. And
Yeah, there's no copy
we're
space,
going to be looking around in here. Golf balls aren't bright enough. CDs aren't readable enough. This is like an afterthought in this image.
Okay.
And then we go to the other shot, and you can tell it right then that this unit is the master shot.
Right. Okay.
Good.
Thanks.
Very, very good. And I think that was all of our photographs. It is. Questions?
Hey Don, can you go back? I was late to the party. I was doing a shoot for a company that was trimming trees for me. Very top.
Okay. This one here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what is your goal here?
It was to show off the Brownie and the duplex.
Okay.
Both 126 or 620 cameras.
Yeah. You lit it very flat. It's very flat. So as far as dimension to it, I don't know if we pick up that much dimension. I think we know that we have dimension because you've got the open books. I have both of these books. These books are great. But the units themselves don't pop out.
Okay.
For me, Lauren. It just seems a little flat. Just thinking how we could add a little bit of light to it. And this is if this was your ambient setup, I think it'd be great. This is your ambient light, then add a snoot somewhere, or not a snoot, a grid somewhere, and pop open the front of those brownies a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Pop to go in and back. The other thing is, I wonder if it's just a little flat. If you put it in Photoshop and checked your Hista.
I did not do that.
Okay, I would do that because I think you're going to find that this thing is kind of scrunched in the middle, and we got to draw it out a little bit. Maybe play a little bit with burning and dodging to make these guys stand out, make them jump off the page, really nicely.
Okay.
Are these yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I found a box of. I've got the Brownie, I got the duplex, and then I've got 3 other Kodak Instamatics. I got a Kodak 8mm movie camera.
Nice.
And I'm going to do a full portfolio of those antique cameras.
Very nice. I was told that you can still get 8mm film on eBay.
Really, I've tried to find some 620 film.
No, that's almost impossible. Why? Because it's bigger than 120.
Yeah.
If it was,
I would love to do a 620 photo shoot with both of those cameras. That would be just absolutely fantastic.
One thing you can do is you could have them. You could take them apart and set it up to put a single sheet, like a 4x5 holder in it. Get a 6x9 holder, puts film in it, and have it retrofitted for that. But that's not quite the same as shooting 620.
Yeah, if I could find some 620, I did find some. It was like $14, $15 a roll.
Yeah.
But the problem that's going to be is trying to find somebody that can process it.
Well, it's black and white. Almost anyone can process it.
Okay.
Black
So
and white.
yeah, gonna spend the money and then use some of the pictures that I take in with the.
You just take your time on those shots. Take your time and make that every frame count. And you really, really have fun with it, because scans are so good these days that if you do miss it by a stop, it's not a wasted negative. They can scan it and get it. But back in the day, you miss it by a stop, I mean, it was a mess.
Yeah, you were done.
All you could do is increase the contrast in your paper. You can go from a number 3 to a number 4 paper and say, oh, look, I got my whites back. Yeah, but you paid for them with your shadows are all blocked up now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is great. Fun cameras. Somebody told me that you can run, you can get 120 film, spool it onto the middle of the 620 and shoot it. You get, 7/8 of the picture. But look into that. Hit YouTube. I think they might be able to show you how to do it, because the 120 isn't as big as the 620.
Right.
It doesn't cover the whole spool. The other thing, of course, is finding somebody that has a. Hopefully you have 2 spools, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. If
You have to have an uptake spool.
Yeah, if you don't have an uptake spool, boy, life changes. Yeah. All right, folks, any questions?
Yeah, Don, I had a question and a comment.
Sure.
About color spaces. Is there any ever reason to use ProPhoto RGB?
Yeah, process. If you send ProPhoto RGB to a client, it's going to look terrible on their screen. So I use ProPhoto RGB in the processing, and then I convert it to something that they want to see, which is like an sRG or an Adobe RGB. If I'm doing print work, for magazines, I'll send an Adobe RGB TIFF. And then I know the color is absolutely right on it. If it's website, then everything has to be sRGB.
sRGB. Okay. Cool. And then I came across an iPhone camera app called ProCam, PROCAM, and it lets you shoot in bulb.
Yep.
And you can also shoot RAW and TIFF as well.
Lets you shoot what now?
Lets you shoot RAW and TIFF images on your iPhone.
Yeah, I shoot RAW on my on ProCam. Yeah, it's really nice because you can you do your exposure on the screen in the back.
Yeah.
You can actually set the exposure for the camera. It's not you're off. It's a fully manual camera.
Yeah, it's really good.
Got the lines for keeping your images vertical or horizontal. It's got a lot of whistles and bells. I think it's cheap. I think it's like $8 or something.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Okay, thanks.
You bet. Next workshop assignment for you intrepid souls is hold on, gotta refresh the page. Boom, 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 boom. And when we refresh the page, we find out that it's not protected. I just unprotected it. What?
Small hard light.
Yeah, shadows, etc. Here. Yeah. Play with the shadows. It's all about the shadows, folks. All about the shadows. So have fun with this. We're going to use hard light. We're going to use sunlight. We're going to use all kinds of things. You can put your giant scrims away and play with the shadows. All right, fantastic. Everybody, I'll see you next Saturday. I hope that you have a great weekend. Next weekend, This weekend's the holiday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I guess the answer to the question is, are we going to meet on the holiday? Was yes. So,
Have a good weekend, everyone.
all right. You guys take care.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.